dealing with burnout. Now, there are various reasons why you can be burnt out. I've been burnt out in my career so far. And the main cause that I'm going to talk about today, which is common for most auditors and accountants in the field, is burnout because of a never ending to do list. Now, the way you action burnout as a result of this is you have to understand sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's not physically possible with the number of hours you have in a day to close everything on your to-do list. And that's absolutely fine because people tend to get worried that if they don't get everything done, people are going to be annoyed, your managers are going to be upset, or you're going to miss a deadline. That's going to affect your performance review and blah, blah, blah. It's going to affect the promotion, etc. And those things are important because, when you're in a big four firm or a very, high flying kind of industry job, your performance review is attached to your identity. That's kind of how you define, that's your metric that defines, how productive you are and how much you bring to the business. And I get it. Like I have the same concerns. But what you need to understand is to get a good performance review isn't always to get things done on time. It's to get things done at the time one would expect those things to be done. So what that means is if the to-do list you physically have cannot be done, then the priority isn't that you'll get it done. The priority is flagging early, identifying what can be done and what can't be done. And the way you do that is if you have, let's say today you're burnt out, you're stressed and you've got work tomorrow 9 a.m. What would I do today? What would I do tonight for tomorrow? What I would do is I'd have a good night rest tonight. I'd go into the morning at 9 a.m. I'd block an hour out, go through your emails, go through your to-do list, spend an hour. And it might feel like, oh, you're wasting time. You could be working on you could be working on one of the items on the list. But taking that hour out to actually scrutinize your to-do list will pay dividends in the long run because you go through that list and you see, okay, what's the highest priority? What is due, as soon as possible? And then you either flag the ones you can actually do, flag the ones that need to be delegated, or someone who knows how to do that, and flag the ones that you need to raise to the manager, partner, director ASAP. And then the ones that are lower priority, you can be like, okay, worry about that on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. The key thing is if everyone's in the know, everyone's in the loop, and if despite all of that, deadlines still need to be moved, no one's going to blame you for it because you're doing the best that you can, right? And that's the key thing. So if there's one way with which I would deal with burnout, it's through that method, basically.